Well, howdy ho, my peeps, and welcome to another Dollar Tree dinner. This one is in the true spirit of Dollar Tree dinners because I didn't go out and buy anything special for this dinner. I just took a look at what I had in my cupboard and in my freezer, and I thought, okay, well, what can I throw together? Well, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take those home-style meatballs. I'm going to cook them up in a little bit of this onion soup mix and some water to kind of get them, steamed up a little bit. Then I'm going to put in a can of cream of mushroom soup and probably half a container of this sour cream, which I did not get at Dollar Tree. I'm going to season the whole thing with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And so my home-style baked meatballs will go in there. These, you can see, were $3. It was a much bigger bag than what you would get at Dollar Tree, but it was from 99-cent and more store. So this would have been about, I don't know, 2 or 3 bags of the Dollar Tree style meatballs. So anyhow, I'm going to make a Swedish meatball sort of dinner, and I thought, well, okay, what would be a good accompaniment to that? And I found this American style potato salad that I bought from Dollar Tree a while back, and so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make this up, and just as it tells you to do on the back of the box, and then I'm going to serve the potato salad and the meatballs. I did buy some fresh cabbage, so I'm going to shred some cabbage, and I will serve those two items on top of a bed of cabbage. I've never made this before. I'm just winging it, so let's see how it goes. Okay, I've got my water boiling for the potatoes that you cook up first and then drain. Over here I've dumped my bag of meatballs. That's actually less, about 8 meatballs that I pulled out of the bag the other day to make something else with. I'm going to turn the heat on, kind of medium-high, and then I've mixed up 2 cups of water and 1 packet of the onion soup mix. That's going to go down in here. Now what I'm going to do, whoa, those onions want to stay on the bottom of the container. I'm going to have to spoon those out. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and bring the meatballs to a simmer. I'm going to simmer them while I'm making up the potato salad mixture. It's going to cook. Some of this water is going to cook down. And once that happens, I'm going to go ahead and put in my can of mushroom soup and about a half a container of this natural sour cream. So that's going to be about 8 ounces of sour cream. So we're going to start with that, then we'll taste it, and we'll see if it needs Worcestershire sauce or salt or pepper or whatever. I'm not quite sure what it's going to need at this point. So we'll go ahead and let those things cook, and I'll come on back. So I've already put the, too much glare. I've already put the potatoes in with the, in the water, so they're boiling up. This box contained the little packet of potatoes plus this little packet of seasoning, and you're instructed to mix the seasoning in with about a cup of mayonnaise. I'm using Best Foods, which I had in the refrigerator already, although you can always buy mayonnaise from Dollar Tree if you want to. And so I'm going to mix this up, let this sit for a bit. Then I will be draining those potatoes. You mix the 2 things together, and then you put it in the refrigerator for a while. Again, too much glare. Let's see if I can turn this off. There we go. Now you can see. Well, you can see the potatoes, and you can see the meatballs. They're, simmering, almost boiling nicely, and hopefully they are absorbing all of the wonderful taste from the onion soup mixture. All right, so after I've got this combined and I've drained my potatoes, we will come back to the next step. Okay, now those meatballs have plumped up beautifully. So I'm going to dump in the mushroom soup. I'm actually going to turn this down too. I'm going to turn on the fire way down. So I dumped in the mushroom soup. have to scrape out the last little bit of it. And then I'm going to add about 8 ounces of cream, sour cream, like so. It's about 8 ounces, like that. Now I'm just going to gently stir all of this together. I'm going to let it kind of continue to simmer softly for a few minutes. Then I'm going to taste it, and I'm going to see if we need any additional seasoning or if we're good to go. And yeah, so that's all nicely mixed in there. All right. Wow, this is looking good. Okay. You know, I've noticed something weird with these potatoes, and I'm just going to use the same spoon to show you. They aren't clumping up like I thought they were going to. I don't think they're completely cooked yet either. That might go away. They might get nice and plump. So we're going to wait and see how much those potatoes reconstitute. And the reason I say that is it seems like an entire cup of this seasoned mayonnaise is going to be way too much for the yield of potatoes, but we'll see. All right. Okay, the potatoes are beginning to plump up, which is a good sign. And I've added a little bit of pepper and some parsley flakes to these meatballs themselves. I don't know if you would normally have parsley in Swedish meatballs, but it just sounded like a nice addition. So there you go. I'm going to stir those in. Didn't use any of the Worcestershire sauce because the flavor of this is really, really good, just the way it is. Don't need any salt or any more of a savory kind of flavor. So there we go. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I will drain these potatoes. I will combine some of that. I'll show you how much I decide to use. Then I'll put this whole shoot match in the refrigerator for a little while. I'm going to turn the fire off underneath this in a few minutes and let it sit. And then I'm going to shred up some cabbage. This was the yield of potatoes. It was much bigger than I thought it was going to be originally. So I went ahead and I put the entire cup of seasoned mayonnaise in here. Now I'm going to fold this over gently to try not to break these potatoes up too much more. They're kind of broken up. I mean, they're kind of small pieces. I don't know if that's by design or if it's because they got broken up in transit. I think it's going to be okay though. I don't think this is going to be any problem with this size of potato here, you can see. So I'm going to continue folding this in. I've noticed there's a bunch of these little black things, and I think it's just places where the potato might have scorched. I don't know, because it's actually on the potato itself, those black things. I'm not going to worry about it. If it seems to be a problem, I'll let you know, but I think it's just a result of the processing of the potatoes. I don't think it's a mistake, in other words. I don't know. So anyhow, this is going to get, I'm going to continue to fold this in, get it all mixed, and it's going to go into the refrigerator. Now is the time when you could do all kinds of things to this potato salad. You could put hard-boiled eggs. You could put chopped up onions or chopped celery or both. You know, there's all kinds of grated carrots. There's all kinds of stuff you could do at this point to add bulk and substance to your potato salad. I'm not going to this time around. I'm just going to leave it pure and unadulterated, just like it, you know, just like it came from the box. But bear in mind, if you want to make this, you know, go through a few more people, you can add vegetables and other things to bulk this up. I mean, for that matter, even the shredded up cabbage would work. But I'm going to use that as a base. Alrighty, I have kind of shredded, chopped up some cabbage. I am going to dress this with a little bit of balsamic vinegar. Sorry about all that moving around. I've got to hold it in the crook of my arm to open it. And, oh, this stuff smells so good. Okay, so I'm going to dress it with about, oh, I don't know how many tablespoons this is going to be. I'd say about maybe 3 tablespoons or so. Now, this particular balsamic vinegar is from Costco. It's the Kirkland brand. But up in my pantry, I do have the Dollar Tree brand as well. So, you can get balsamic vinegar at Dollar Tree. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on, and I'm going to shake it up and put it in the refrigerator. Now, this is more cabbage that I'm going to need for my own dinner tonight, but I'm planning on making a Chinese chicken salad for you guys tomorrow, so I will be using the rest of this up in my Chinese chicken salad. My husband is not home yet. He doesn't start home until Monday, so if he were home, we'd eat all of this up tonight. And here is the finished product. Isn't that pretty? It's got the balsamic vinegar cabbage on the bottom. I've put the potato salad on next, and then I top the whole thing with the meatball. So I'm going to give this a little taste test. Gosh, I wish Grant were home to do this, but I'm going to have to do it myself. So let's see how this tastes. Oh yeah. I'm going to taste a meatball now. Sometimes these meatballs can taste a little funny, but all pre-made meatballs can taste a little funny. But I'm hoping that they absorbed enough of the onion soup mix to imbue them with that flavor. So let's find out. Excellent. You can really taste that onion soup mix flavor in here. Very good. No weird aftertaste. They're nice and plump. They don't feel like they've got a skin around them like they sometimes can if you don't cook them long enough. This is so good. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to get this into a freezer bag quickly, or I'm going to want to eat the rest of it. I'm trying to save these meals so that Grant can have some when he comes home. Okay, well, listen, you guys. All I can say is give this a try. It is so tasty, so comforting. It is high on the carbs, but it's also got a lot of meat in it, got a lot of fiber in it. So, give it a go, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!